share my screen. First thing you're going to need is your dry erase board, your sock, and your marker. So many of you already know because I kind of let the cat out of the bag yesterday. It was the end of our fractions unit. That doesn't mean we'll never talk about fractions again. Of course we will. But today we are going to review and take quiz 7.2. And then we'll move on to a new unit after spring break. This helps me know what we still need to work on so that I can add it to our review at the beginning and make sure when we practice, wrap everything up for the end of the year, we add those problems that we're struggling with, okay? All right, Finn, ready, bud? So here's what we have to do to be successful. Participate. That's so easy. You guys are here. You're ready to learn. I know you can do it. Read the problems carefully. We've been working on corrections today, and it's funny how some of us are like, what was I thinking? Like, I didn't read that carefully. So make sure you do that. Use your new schema and skills to answer the questions. When it says use your diagram to help you, I noticed today, Josh, I hope it's okay if I use you as an example. He's like, I didn't have my number lines. I couldn't answer the graph question. So that was great that you know that your tools can help you. So we'll be using these. So remote learners, make sure you have your number lines with you today. You're going to need those. You also have the circles if you're better visually with those circles. They were sent home to you. Also reflect, does your answer make sense? So those are all things we're going to think about today. I am not going to go through all of our vocabulary. I hope by now you have it. Numerator's the top, denominator's the bottom. We know a fraction names a part of a whole. Equivalent means equal. The chain is connected with equal signs. And when you compare your fractions, if you have the same numerator, it's like a unit fraction. Gabe, do you remember how you know 1/2 is greater than 1/8? Do you remember why? Think about sharing your cookie that you love. Would you rather have 1/2 of it or 1/8 of it? Why? Yeah, because why, Marin? Help him out. The more people you're sharing with, that number 8 at the bottom, that denominator, means we're gonna have less of that cookie. Even if it is 3/2 compared to 4/8, you're still gonna get more if you're talking about halves than you're talking about 8s. Yes. Yeah, he's talking about like if you took a number line or a fraction bar and divided it, you would see that halves are more than 8s. Excellent. Sometimes we compare with 5/6, 5/8. It's the same thing. 5/6 is greater than 5/8 because 6 are bigger because you're sharing with fewer people. Great job, everybody who participated in that explanation. I do want to remind you, sometimes we're comparing fractions that have the same denominator, like 2/4 and 1/4. 2/4 is greater than 1/4 because you're talking about the same number of equal parts. You would rather have 2/4 of a candy bar than only one little fourth, right? When you're comparing the same number of equal parts, if the numerator is greater, then you want that. You want the greater fraction. All righty, let's see. What else? We've talked about so much, you guys, during this unit. Locating fractions on number lines. We said first we have to divide the number line into equal parts, just like Lucas said, right? We look at the denominator to find out how many equal parts it is. We mark the fraction by looking at the numerator, start at the 0, and then count, make your bumps to the right line. And that is what we've done for the past couple weeks. I thought we'd do something a little different. I never got to do people fractions. So before I'm done with my fractions unit, I had to throw it in here. It's going to be a little difficult to do people fractions with our remote in our situation, but we're going to try it. Here's what people fractions are. I have some people. I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to write the answer on your board. What fraction? The first question is, what fraction of the children have blonde hair? What fraction? You're going to write it on your board and hold it up on your dry erase board when you know it. What fraction of the children have blonde hair? When you know, hold it up. So friends at home, if you don't have your dry erase board, if you're writing on paper, you can't find your dry erase board, still hold it up so Mrs. Harrison and I can see. This is good practice to feel how to write those fractions, right? If you haven't been doing them. So Gavin, I like the numerator. Can you give me the denominator with it? I see your numerator, but out of how many kids? You're gonna have to do some counting. Looking good. Now think what blonde hair is. It's like yellowy, right? So, but it has to be the people on the screen. Only on the screen. We're looking at the picture to get our people fractions. All right, I'm gonna pull out of my handy dandy can. Josh Lewis, would you be willing to share? All right, Josh Lewis says 2/5. Give him a thumbs up if you agree. Everybody here's got it. How are we looking at home? Gavin, you feel good? Leo? All right, here's another one. Yeah, I see you, Leo. Good. What fraction of the children are boys? What fraction of the children are boys? Cooper, what'd you get? 2/5. Gavin agrees. I can see that. Leo, do you agree with Cooper? Let's see yours. I would love to see your fraction though. So you have your numerator and denominator backwards. Can you put the 2 on top and the 5 on the bottom? So 2 out of 5 or 2/5 would be 2 and then the line and then the 5. 2/5. Nice job. What about girls? What is the fraction of girls for these people fractions? Hold up your board when you know it. Miss Madison, what do you think? She says 3/5. Thumbs up. 3/5. So I'm just gonna see if I can help those people home. Make sure you're writing your fractions correctly. Let me write these for you just to make sure we're getting it. So you've forgotten exactly how to write your fractions. 2 out of 5 or 2. No, goodness. Oh, it's red. Okay. 2/5. So 2 is your numerator, 5 is your denominator. Let me try it again now that it's working. 2/5. Does everybody see that? That was for the blonde hair. The fraction for the children that are boys was also 2/5. What about for the girls? What is it, Madison? 3/5. The girls, you should have said 3/5 or 3/5. What fraction of the children are smiling? Haley Booker? 5/5. Oh, so she says 5/5. Is there another way to write that? A whole. What do you think, Max? Equals the whole set of kids, all of them. All right. What fraction of the children have purple shoes? Purple shoes? Purple shoes. Let's see, I'm going to call on Astria. What fraction do you think has purple shoes?
1/5.
You're so smart. 1/5, 1 out of 5. Now we're going to change it up. I'm going to give you a fraction. You have to decide. Make sure you can see the board, okay? You have to decide, what is that fraction representing? So if I say there's 2/5 of the group have something in common, what do you think it is? I've already talked about the blonde hair. And I've already talked about 2/5 of them are boys. What else do we notice that 2/5 of them have? Write it on your board and hold it up. What do 2/5 of that group have in common? 2 out of 5 of them have this, that the others do not. Oh, I like it, Haley. What does yours say, Marin? Oh, Marin has a good one. She said 2/5 of them are wearing shorts. What did you say? What did you say, Miss Sunny? 2/5 of them have brown hair. Bird, can you think of another thing? 2/5 of them have blue shoes. Nice. Okay, great job. I saw that from Astria, had that too. All right, let's look at the next one. 1/5. What does the fraction 1/5 represent? It can be more than one thing. Oh, who said that? That's a good one. Write it down and hold it up. What else does 1/5 represent out of that group? Lucas, what do you think? Purple shoes, yeah. Is there another one? What are you thinking, Max? Purple hair. Abby. A green dress. 1/5 is wearing a green dress. I see you, Astria. Lyra, can you share?
Why don't we play this game anymore?
1/5
Why does he say
has purple hair.
right now?
Very good. Awesome. Boy, you guys are good at this. Is there one I don't know. Yeah, Ellie.
One of them has a bow.
Oh, 1/5 has a bow. Nice. So we could keep going, but listen, I know you're going to enjoy this next activity. Here's our next activity. It involves you and fractions. So you guys are going to get a turn. We're going to do our best. I'm going to give you a group, and you as a group are going to decide on a fraction that represents something about your group. You're going to write that fraction on your dry erase board, and we're going to try to guess what it represents. Okay, so it's going to be quick, and you're going to have a larger denominator than some days. So my remote people, how many do we have, Mrs. Harrison? Oh, there's 9?
There's 9, yeah.
So you guys are going to be a group of 9. You have to figure out a fraction about your group that represents something about you. Any questions? So if there's 9 of you, what's your denominator going to be? You guys are going to have your denominators 9. So you can unmute. I'm going to make sure my kids at home can't hear you and start talking about your ideas on what do you guys have in common? One thing that a small group of you have in common that you can write a fraction for. For example, you could do number of boys out of 9, number of girls, a certain color hair, glasses, headphones. Got it? Okay, good luck. All right, I'm going to do the same thing with you guys. I'm going to make a group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and Evie. You guys, actually, no, Evie, you bigger. You 4 again. You guys. Perfect. This row plus this row.
Hey guys, you need to unmute and talk. Everybody needs to unmute and talk.
Maybe we could do hair color. Yeah.
That's a good
Henry, you
idea.
need to unmute, bud. Reese, unmute. Gavin,
Yeah,
unmute. Leah, unmute. Guys, you have to talk to each other.
So what color of hair though?
Maybe we could do brown hair.
Okay.
Brown hair works.
So,
Lyric.
how many people have brown hair?
One.
I have brown hair.
Wait.
I just can't really see it well on camera.
3 people. Only 3 people.
Raise your hand if you have brown hair. So 3 out of 9?
3 out of 9.
3 out of 9.
I'm gonna.
1,
Okay.
9.
2, 3.
3 out of 9.
3 out of 9.
What else?
Henry was doing blonde hair. We're doing brown hair.
What were we deciding?
Okay, I think we did.
Hi, guys. Have you decided what your fraction is?
Yeah, we did.
You want to write it on your board?
I don't matter.
Fraction. 3/9.
Linda, shut up.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. Okay, you should have one fraction on your board.
9.
So everybody, you make sure you stay with your group, or you know who your group is. We are ready. Guess what? We're gonna let our remote learners go first. Ready to roll?
Ready to roll.
All right, here we go. So everybody be at your desk. You guys had like 5 good ones, so you just decided. So you can only have one fraction. You gotta have one fraction. We have to guess what it is. You need only do either 1/4 or 3/4. No, you don't get. You guys gotta make sure you agree though. All right, everybody has to try to guess. Hold up your fraction. Tell us what it is, remote learners. Do you guys see it? 3/9 of you. Okay. Who thinks they have a guess of what 3/9 of them represents? Boy, I don't even know. Surname. Surname. Did you check? No. Did you check? Make sure you check. 3/9 of you are girls. That can't be. There's way more than 3. Well, you gotta look, honey. Look at them. All right, Gabe, what do you think 3/9 would be? 3/9 are wearing masks. Is that right? Oh, that's all right, Cooper, what do you think?
There's only 2 people wearing masks.
Wait, no, 3.
Actually, there are.
Have brown hair? Yes? You got it! Wow. Okay, you guys have to look on my screen. I think I can pinpoint it myself, right? All right, I'm pinning me. Tell me if you can see us big. Do you see us big? Ben, give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen pretty big on yours.
I'm full screen, and I pinned you.
Okay, good. All right, let's have this. Okay. Oh,
Full screen.
okay. So we gotta make sure you can see them good. All right. We're gonna show you the bottom. What's your fraction?
2/3.
Everybody else, listen. You gotta figure it out.
3/4.
3/4.
Okay, so you guys can look at them on the screen. That might actually work well. Okay, so what do you think 3/4 represents? You gotta probably stand up, right, so they can see, everything. Anybody at home have a? Yes.
We're facing their feet.
What? That's the point. Lucas, what do you think? Not sure? Lyra, do you know? I'm giving you one.
I think it's boots.
Yeah! Boots. Okay, you guys, come on up. Okay, what is your fraction? Okay, this group is 1/5. Okay, guys, can you guys put your boards down? Can we just look at your bodies?
Oh, I already know.
All right, what is it? All right. Put your boards down so they can see you. Abby, put your board down so they can see you. Okay, this is hard to see because of the light. Let me close this. What do you think, Josh Lewis? That's 1/5 of this group. 1/5 of the group is a boy? Is that true?
No,
That's true, but is that the one you were showing for?
No.
No? Is there anybody at home who knows? Let's see. Jensen, what do you think?
1/5 of them have short hair.
Is that true?
No.
All right, what do you think? What do you think?
Actually, yes, but you.
Oh, 1/5 has a paper mask. Is that true? No. It is true. These are all true.
Well, yeah.
All right, what is it?
1/5 is a tomboy because Abby's a tomboy.
Well, I don't know if we can figure that out. Okay, thank you. It has to be something we can see. They said it was 1/5. She said Emma is a tomboy, but that's hard to see. If you said anything about the paper mask, that was good. All right. Tomboy's just a girl that likes boy things, I guess, right? Okay, you guys, come on up. We have 3 more. 3 more. You guys are doing good. What's your fraction? 6, 6. Okay, that means all of them have something in common. I'm going to get out of the way. Make sure you can see everybody. Scooch in. I think I'm going to move this down. Okay, 6, 6 of you what? Okay, 6, 6 of you do what, Madison? What do you think? 6, 6 of math.
No.
Yes, true, but not the one they're thinking of. Ben, did you have a different one? Okay. Gavin, what about you, bud? What do you think 6, 6 represents?
I think 6 of them are boys.
No, we got a girl.
No, we have a girl back there.
Sunny.
Sunny's in there. She's hiding. All right. Who else has an idea? Elena? 6, 6. It's all of them.
Yeah.
Yes. You're all wearing what?
Black.
Oh my gosh.
Shoes as well.
Got that.
Shoes.
Oh my gosh, they're all wearing black.
Yeah.
Who knew? That was great. Good job, Elena.
Shoes are black.
All right, good job. Next group, come on up. Thank you. That was tough. Okay, we have 2 left. What's your fraction? 1/4. Ready to rock?
Ready.
All right, 1/4 of them is what, Lila?
1/4 of them is a boy.
1/4 is a boy, yes, but maybe not the one they were thinking. Charlie Carr, what is 1/4 of them? Can you think of anything? Okay, but it has to be 1 out of 4. How's it?
Got it.
Oh, guys, this is so fun, but I want to be able to hear. So let's keep your thoughts in your head. Let's see if you agree with Charlie. Go ahead. 1/4 isn't wearing glasses? No? I can see where you think that. What?
1/4 has glasses.
1/4 is wearing glasses. That's true. Okay, what is it?
The paper mask.
1/4 has a paper mask. The rest are cloth. Good job, you guys. All right, last one. 1/4 of them had a paper mask instead of a cloth mask. Okay, last one. See if you can get it. What's your fraction? 3/5. 3/5 of this group. All right. Sunny Ho, what do you see about 3/5 of them?
3/5 of them are boys.
3/5 are boys?
Correct.
Correct.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
All right, 3/5 were boys. Well done. Okay, go ahead and clear your board. That was fun. That is one of my favorite things to do with fractions, and I just have not been able to do that in a while. So we're gonna go ahead and finish our review. That is a review. What we just did is review. Can I have everybody do a quick whole body listening check, my friends? This is when you're gonna need your number line. So go get your number line. I'm gonna pass out number lines. And if you already have a number line, just say, no, thank you, I have one. Thank Sonny Madison, you can get yours. I'll take it to you. You know what? Thank you. Thank you. So guys, you might get somebody else's. Don't worry about it. I'm just passing them out. Easier. Take me too long. You got one? Does anyone not have a tool? Number one tool? You have one in front of you. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and use this tool to see if we can answer these questions. The first question is, how many eighths are in a fourth? So, if I were you, I would line up my eighths to my fourths. So let's try it. You can use a ruler. You can use a pencil. If you feel you must use a ruler, they're right over there. I'm going to take my 1/4, and I know I need to make this larger. Do you not have one? Come get one. I'm going to take my pencil and line it up with 1/4. And I'm going to see how many eighths it lines up to. Astria, I could see your hand up right away. How many eighths are in a fourth?
2.
Give me a thumbs up if you agree. Do you see how she got that? Hey, girls, this is math, honey. I need you to listen. Please, you four, can you separate or something? Something so where you can hear and listen and not talk. Bird, go way over there where you can still see. Go away from your friends so we can get some learning done. Remember, to be successful, we said participate in the review. If you're talking the whole time, are you participating? No, and you're keeping other people from doing it. So let's be successful, okay? So watch. Take your pencil, line it up with 1/4. Look down at your eighths, just like Astria did. You should have 2 eighths. I don't know if you guys remember this fraction bar. Look at the fraction bar. If I lined up 1/4. I can use it on my fraction bars too. I see 1/8, 2/8. So that's an equivalent fraction. You should have gotten, how many eighths are in a fourth? 2/8. Okay, try the next one. How many tenths are in 1/5? So this time you're gonna line up your pencil or whatever you have. Line it up with your 1/5 and see how many tenths you have. Ready? Let's do it. Here's a 1/5 on my fraction bars. I'm going down to see how many tenths there are. Write it on your board and hold it up when you know. You can use the fraction bars. You can also look at a number line. Here's a 1/5. That's weird. Mine's not lined up. Is yours? It should be. Mine's not lined up. Let's look at another, but is it lined up with this one? Look at this one. I know some of them are messed up. Let's look here, you guys. Everybody look up here. 1/5 is equal to how many tenths? 2 tenths. That's upsetting. I can't believe that that's wrong. I'm so sorry. We can use these for our test if we need to. That's weird. All right, so we should have gotten 1/5 equals, microphone answer? 2 tenths.
Mine's equal.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, some of them are, some of them aren't. It's weird. How many 6 are in a third? How many 6 are in a third? Use your tools if you can find out. Okay, thank you. So much you have to go and make sure you get the Chromebook, get all cleaned up, okay, bud? All right, let's look at how many 6 are in a third. You can put it in the basket. Thank you, sweetie. Have a good break. I'll see you soon. So here's my third. I'm lining up my pencil. Write it on your board. I'm going to see if the number line works. Here's my third. How many 6 are in my third? Jensen, what do you think? How many 6 are in a third?
Two
Jensen,
6.
okay, thank you, sir. Exactly. 2 6. How many 12ths are in a 6? Write it on your board when you have it. How many 12ths are in a 6? Line it up. Go to 1 6. And then see how many 12ths you have. And it might not be perfectly lined up, but it's not terrible.
Why is the answer 2 for everything today?
I don't know. It seems kind of weird.
It is lined up.
It is? Good. If you're not sure, look at the screen. Jensen, can you put that away? I don't feel like emailing again. Can we just have good behavior? You got it, bud. Come on. I know you can do it. Hold it up. Hold up your board with your answer. Lila, I see you. Lyric, what do you think it is? How many 12ths are in a 6? How many 12ths in a 6, Miss Lyric? Can you see it?
I think it's 2.
Yay! Do you agree with her? Yes. She's rocking it today. Good job. Last but not least, how many 4ths are in a half?
Why can't I mute?
I think some of us have seen a pattern happening. May see a pattern. Okay, we're looking at how many fourths are in a half. Some of us already remember this from equivalent fractions when we were looking. Here's a half. How many fourths, Bird? What do you see? How many fourths? Excellent. Oh my goodness, did we have a pattern? They all were two. That's funny. Oh my goodness. Well, you guys are doing great locating these fractions on a number line, even when the tool might be messed up. So good for you. All right, let's continue. Write an equivalence chain that is equal to 3/3. Use your number line. I want you to write an equivalence chain that is equal to 3/3 and an equivalence chain that is equal to 1/2. For example, 3/3 is equal to 4/4 is equal to, and you continue it. And then you'll do 1/2 is equal to blank is equal to blank, and so forth. Remember, a chain is connected. When we're doing equivalent fractions, we're connecting them with equal signs. All right. So when you come listen, so those of you who are like, what, Mrs. Alvin? Let me show you. 3/3 is the same as 1/2. Line up your pencil and you should see a ton of equivalent fractions down the side, right? Yes? Look at them all. If you're not sure what to do for 1/2, go to 1/2, line it up. I've already circled mine. Show me if you need 1 more minute or 0 minutes. How are we doing? I see another, okay. All right, I'm gonna give you another minute. Ooh, looking good, Lila. I could see it on the screen.
I know, you can always see it without camera.
It's funny. All right, I think I'm gonna pull out of my handy dandy can. Eleanor, I never call you Eleanor, but it just said that on my stick. That was from August, before I knew you. Miss Ellie, or Eleanor, AKA, what do you think our equivalence chain should look like? Okay, she says it could go a long ways. Do they all have to be exactly the same? No, yours might look different than hers, and that's okay. What did you write? And we'll just do a few.
I read it all the way to 2020.
So you have 5/5. What would be the next one? 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. She just kept going. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna stop there. I'm exhausted. All right, what did you get? Let's pull out of my handy dandy can. Elena Ball, what did you get for equivalent fractions for 1/2? What did you look on your tool? Line up 1/2. What's equivalent? 2 4, 3 6, 4 8, 5 10, 6 12. Notice Miranda, before you go, what did you tell me this morning? How do you know these are equivalent to 1/2? So when you double the number, this would have been 2 plus 2 equals 4. 3 plus 3 equals 6. 4 plus 4 equals 8. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Or if you multiply it by 2, you get the denominator, right? So you know it's going to be equivalent to 1/2. Awesome job. You guys are rocking it with equivalent fractions. I'm so impressed. Don't forget, on the test, you can use that tool to help you. Okay, so we're going to write the fraction for 1 based on the number line below. So guys, this is a tricky one. Yep, this is tricky. I want everyone to think about what we're supposed to do here. Write the fraction for 1. Based on the number line below. What would that fraction be? What would that fraction be for 1? But you only know, we just came up with tons of them. Ellie went on and on. She said 2/2, 3/3, 4/4, 5/5, 6/6. We know those equal 1 because, what you need? Oh, okay. Can you wait 1 minute? 3 divided by 3 would be 1. 4 divided by 4 would be 1. 5 divided by 5 would be 1. But what do we know about this number line that's going to help us know what fraction it is? Henrik? Look carefully, gives you just one clue. Do you think you could name the fractions on this number line? Yeah. Okay, great. Let's do that. This is 0, but what would this one be? How did you know that's 1/4? You're right. How did you know that? Three lines divided into 4. What else would tell you is divided into 4s, Josh? Oh, we already talked about the lines. What else, everybody? The what? The 4. The denominator tells you it's 4s. It's right here. It says 2/4, so this must be 1/4. Gabe, what would this one be? 1/4? You got 2/4? What would that be? 3/4, and then we need to know the fraction for 1. Then, what would the fraction for 1 be? Well, but what would the fraction for 1/2 be? No? We're looking at 4. 4 fourths, right? Because if we divide 4 divided by 4, what are we going to get? 1/2. So the fraction based on this one, because it said 2/4, is going to be 4/4. What if this said 2/6? What would the whole be? 6/6. Yeah, 6/6. What if it said 1/3? What would the whole be?
3/3.
3/3, because we're looking at that denominator. Awesome. All right, guys, we are, I don't know, one more? Maybe? And then we are good to go.
We need one more before
Haley and Elena. They are my stars. Haley buys a 1/3 pound of bananas. I hope you like bananas. Elena buys 3 6-pound of lemons. Whoa, it's exciting. Which weighs more, the bananas or the lemons? Here's a little trick. Use a number line. You guys have that tool to compare the fractions. How do you know your answer is correct? You're comparing a 1/3 to 3/6. That's tricky because we don't have the same numerator. We don't have the same denominator. Which one is more? If you just guess, I'm going to be sad. We're looking at 1/3 to 3/6. If you think a 1/3 pound of bananas weighs more than 3 6-pounds of lemons, stand up. If you think a third is greater than 3/6, stand up. It's like to tell the truth. You're standing up, you're going down. You're standing up.
Wait,
Going down. If you think 3/6 pound of lemons, it weighs more, that is greater, stand up.
Haley, you're incorrect.
Okay, let's look. We're gonna compare a third to 3/6. Let's do it. Here's 1/3. Here's 3/6. Which one is further along on that number line? 3/6. The further right you go on a number line, the greater the fraction. Let's say that again. The further right you go on the number line, the greater the fraction, right? So a third is less than 3/6. So when you have a fraction, you're comparing fractions that have different numerators and different denominators. You have two choices: use a tool or draw a picture. Yep. So think about drawing a picture. If I have to draw a picture, there's so many ways I could do that. I could, let's see, we're not doing that. I could do circles or I could do bars. So if I wanted to compare a third to 3/6, remember when I showed you thirds are the peace sign? I'm going to do the same thing for my 6, but then I'm going to divide these in half. So 1/3. Now let me shade in my 3/6. 1, 2, 3. This is a greater amount. Another way I could have done it is fraction bars. Okay. Thirds, Bison, have a great spring break. I could divide these into 6. Here's 1/3. Here's 3/6. It's greater. This is greater. Drawing a picture is a great strategy, guys. When you're, no, not that kind. Please stop. When you take any type of math test, any type of Think Central quiz, that's why we ask you to have dry erase boards or your spiral out. Draw a picture when in doubt. You're not always going to have Mrs. Alvin and Mrs. Harrison giving you tools. You got to know what to do if you don't have them, right? You could draw a number line if you wanted to also. All right. How are we feeling after reviewing fractions and all those concepts we've learned over the past 2 weeks? Are we feeling confident? Okay, we're not going to do that today. We're going to go ahead, and I hope all your thumbs are up. We're going to complete quiz 7.2 on our things to do list in Think Central. Yep. Okay, stop. Sit down. She just said she's not taking you, so please stop, Lennox. Stop. Here's what I want you to remember. I need you guys to make sure you submit it when you're done. If you have time, and some of you, if there's only 5 questions, we'll finish quickly. We're going to work on unfinished Think Central assignments when we are done. Any questions for me? All right, good luck. I can't wait to see how you do. I know you're going to rock it. Have a great